Okay.
Fucking bitch, right?
I know you're not talking.
You don't leave the Marcella
Because you
alone.
drinking syrup. Cough syrup.
Robitussin.
Right.
And you don't see the little thing in it, right?
Scissor.
The little piece. I'm just making sure.
Welcome back to the Brown Bros
Fuck
podcast.
you.
And we're going to start from this point on. It's so annoying. I literally have done this every episode so far.
Okay.
I know what the
So
fuck.
I'm gonna give you your props.
Damn. Hi guys, I'm Dex.
And I'm Lorenzo.
And we are trying to get through this chaotic episode
Very chaotic.
10. I know there's been a couple questions about us wrapping up. We're not ending for too long. We just want to revamp as you do in any business, right? You want to pause real quick, slow down before you could pick back up. So that's what we want to do. There's so many fresh ideas and some, brainstorming that we've done that we want to start to implement. There was stuff in there?
There was like some water in there.
I did not see water in there. Mind you, I
did. Maybe it wasn't water. I feel like I saw like a little speck.
Yo, I can't.
So we're not ending the podcast. We're not separating. We're not separating. You can get your luggage. How Beyonce said it. We can send your luggage.
Where she said that at? I don't even know what it is.
It's a Pharaoh when they was in the studio.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, I do remember that.
We're not sending anyone away with luggage. We're not dismembering the group.
No.
The Brown Bros are here to stay.
Yes.
We're just coming back, revamped, recharge, refuel, new vibes. Yes. However, we did try to go live today, but we did have some technical difficulties.
Yes. So
we apologize for that. With that being said,
let's head into it. First of all, let's get these cups going.
So we like to be real and raw and uncut here on the Brown Bros podcast. Heavy on the uncut? You like the uncut? Is it cut?
You know what?
So I'm gonna drink some of this beautiful.
You want to know?
No, I'm gonna drink some of this Taylor port here that my friend got me because they say it's the Hennessy of the wine. So I'm gonna pour that in here. Wow! It looks like. Yikes! Why does it look like that?
Because it's okay. Taylor, New York.
I don't know what you call that, but I'm gonna add a little bit of watermelon pineapple juice to top it off because Princess over here wants to drink.
Yeah, because the last time I had that,
watch it be hitting real good.
I was falling asleep. But I got lit fast. I can't wait till y'all see what he act like.
Not falling asleep.
He's gonna be red and then regretting that he drank
this over here, out of the frame.
Beige, bro. Cheers.
Here's to episode 10.
Yes.
I love that for us.
Many more. So we're gonna head into the hot seat real quick because we got our spicy drinks and we got some spicy questions apparently. There was a viewer or a supporter of ours that asked a question.
He asked the question
that has had me having nightmares.
It was directly to me though, but he wanted to know. He said we should talk about it on the podcast.
Yes. So answer your question.
No, we're gonna answer collaboratively. Is that a word?
I don't know. Okay, so the question was spit or swallow? That question was for you.
So spit or swallow? I feel like it depends.
Right? You're in a relationship.
On your relationship status. Mm-hmm. And if you're feeling frisky, then,
Yeah. If I'm in a relationship, I'm with all of the shits.
Yeah.
And we've had.
But we just not randomly going around just calling people children.
Daycares in your throat.
Daycares?
Daycares in your throat.
We're not doing that, but I think, for maybe special occasions, that's okay.
So answer the question.
I did answer the question.
Yeah, that's about as far as I'm going to go.
I said special occasions.
Because Vic is scared to tell y'all that he
Don't do it.
Okay. Would you let someone spit in your mouth while being intimate? Where are these guys
It's
going?
another question I was asked.
On your demon time. What happened? You got this at 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, makes sense.
So what you think?
Uh, yes. Well, don't we be spitting in each other's mouth when we kiss anyway?
Yeah, I mean it's
So
the same concept, but
yeah.
it's a loogie. Like
No, it's no way that there's no way.
that's what they want. That's what they want to do. They want to.
No, they don't want to. They no, don't do that to me.
No, I mean, yeah, why not? I don't
No.
care. It is what it is. Cheers. We all grown on here on the podcast, so.
So, have you done the loogie to someone?
No, I have not.
You have never spat in somebody's mouth?
No, I've never done it. I spit other places, but not in their mouth.
Oh, okay. So,
I mean, technically, that's the same thing, no? If you spitting on somebody.
no. Wait. They asked if you spitting in the mouth. That was a very direct question.
I've never spit in anyone's mouth.
He's sweating.
I'm getting hot.
And you know why? Because you spat in somebody's mouth.
I've
before.
never spit in anyone's mouth.
You never looked in their face while they was
No,
down
I
there,
wanna
and then
do
you
it,
just
though.
held their throat.
I would love to do that.
And you just let it
no,
fall
but I want
out.
to do it. I'm gonna do it.
You should try.
I'm gonna try it. Have you? You look like you probably have.
I said you should try.
You probably have.
It's not about me today.
Wild
It's
child.
about
You're
you.
a fucking wild child.
I'm a free spirit.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, so let's talk about women hitting on gay men, because that's a thing that has come up, a conversation that has been brought up several times, and it does happen.
It really does.
What? How do you like? Have you been hit on by a woman?
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even when
they call you Poppy,
they were like, "You are so handsome." I'll never forget. I was out one day and I was with my partner at the time, and this lady approached me at the bar because I forgot where I was at, but I think it was like New Year's or something like that. So of course I was dressed really nice. She approached me and was just like, "Hey," I was like, "How are you?" She was like, "I just want to say you're very handsome." I was like, "Well, thank you. I really appreciate it." And she was just like, so you think maybe I can get your number?" And I'm like,
she yes.
I'm like,
apply pressure, sis.
I'm like, to like hang out? And she was like, "No, like maybe we can like connect." I'm like on a business level or what? And she was just like, "No, I want to connect. Like maybe we can go like on a date." She was like, "I'm single. I think you're a really attractive male." I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "But I'm gay." And I was like, "That's my boyfriend right there." Ooh. And she was like, I was like, "Yeah."
Yikes.
Yeah. Like, yeah. That's my man right there. Yeah. So no.
I mean, I've been hit on too by women, and it was interesting that she didn't even want to believe you when you said it.
She didn't want to believe me, and she had her friend come back. She was with a friend. Oh. The friend came to me again and asked me, "Am I sure?" And then proceeded to ask the dude I was with also if he really was my dude at the time. I'm like, why won't you believe that? But I don't know, and I feel like some women also, not all, some. Because I have friends and I've heard their experiences as well. They're like, some women don't care if you're gay. They just like the way the image looks. So,
okay. They're more about the image. I do know that to be true too. Like women and image, and hence why a lot of marriages last as long. Yeah, they last. If they're lasting long, some people stay in it just for the image of family, right?
Yeah, and I get it because I know a lot of guys have hit on me who have been in relationships, married with women, and they start writing them DMs and say, "My wife does not need to know." Oh. And I'm just like, you really think I'm a homewrecker like that? Like, no, I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
You give, I mean, the energy says different. But for me, as far as I go,
what the energy be saying?
The energy says,
what the energy be saying?
You like to swing.
I don't like to swing from maybe chandeliers.
Nah, for me, I have been hit on by girls, straight women too, that know that I'm gay, and they're like, "You sure you don't want to try?" Like, maybe on a drunk night, but I don't know. I'm not interested in that. I think
you ever want to like experience it to see if you like it. Because what if it's like the bomb? Like, what if you just get in there and it's like, ooh, I've never experienced this in my life.
It could be the bomb.
It's better than butt.
You think so?
I don't know. Well, I know, but I don't know. I don't know.
He knows. So wait, hold on. Answer the question.
What?
Is it better than butt?
No.
It's not. You sure? Because you didn't say that too confident.
It's not.
Is it the same?
Uh-uh.
It's not.
I think the rump is a little bit more.
Okay. Oh, because it's a little.
Just a little tight.
The grippy.
The grip.
Okay. Okay. So fair enough. You know what? On that note, did I dodge the question or I answered
I don't
it?
think you answered it thoroughly.
I just said. It said. Do you think some women try to turn gay men out?
Do you think so?
Yeah. So in my example that I was giving, they were asking me if I was sure that
Yeah,
I
all the
was
time.
100% gay had I tried it, and I was like, I didn't fully try it, but
What have you done?
huh?
What you mean fully? Like you never put it in?
No, like foreplay maybe,
Okay.
but that was it.
Did you?
No, because I never went back.
You just was like,
Mm-mm.
I don't like that.
I
I don't
mean,
like that.
no. Mm-mm. Yeah, foreplay. That was it. That's as far as I got.
Your penis.
It was hard, yeah. If that's what you're
Yeah.
asking, it was hard
Okay.
because you're in the act. It's like
Yeah, so
intimacy,
it's like
it's still gonna
the
happen. Like
thing's still gonna get where it
your
needs to
blood knows
go.
what to do, and
But it's like when you put it in there, it might flop or it might fail.
well, I don't know.
For instance,
It was given.
I ain't
It
get
might
that
have
far.
just been.
The
I would have probably
alcohol.
been 2 minutes. I'm
Not
telling
a
you that
1 minute,
because it
man.
was. Yeah, I probably would have because it was wet.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah.
Bet you had girls getting wet, friend. You had them wet.
Well,
They was
you see the
flowing.
material? What you thought? Like the hell? Nobody said.
You was flowing the girl. The girls.
I'm done. I'm done.
So what's going on? Like what's next? What do we have going on next?
Okay, so we have the Super Bowl coming, and I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. So, any early predictions that you may have for Miss Rihanna Fenty's show? None.
Well, I did see something yesterday that there's like I think there's something dedicated to the LGBT community or something like
That might be in there.
Yeah, that might be in there, like a little segment,
Mm.
showing support and love to our community. I feel like she's gonna take us down memory lane.
Yeah.
She's gonna give us from the beginning of her career to the end, the latest, most recent.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to it. What is it? 12-minute performance? 13 minutes?
13. Yeah.
13-minute performance. I'm looking
That's
forward
today.
to that.
I'm excited. Is there any songs that you want to see played, like that you want to see played?
All of them, to be honest, because I love Rihanna.
That's
but
67 songs.
I know that's a lot, but I think, of course, work. I really like Ride, but I know that's like
We Ride.
Yeah, I just don't see her like really doing that at the Super Bowl, maybe because that's like wait.
Yeah, that's way back. That's first album.
Yeah, like
no,
second album, I think.
Yeah.
On the Replay, of course. SOS. It's so many of them. I don't know. Like Poured Up, all of that.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think
Rated R.
that I have to see Rated R, that whole album.
The whole album.
The songs that I want to see. Let me see. We Found Love got to be on there for sure. It's her one of her top records. Yeah. Needed Me needs to be there for sure. Work has to be there. I hope it's there. But you know what? One of my predictions is because she keeps talking about something that we've never seen, right?
Right.
And some that know Rihanna may say like, from an entertainment standpoint, she will give you looks always. She gonna model her butt off, and she's gonna give us her hit records. And what I'm thinking is, if it's something that we never seen before, I would think that she might introduce us to, or introduce Afro beats to the world on that kind of stage.
Yeah, because I heard that she was gonna, give us a Caribbean inspired album.
Yeah, and that was happening, and then COVID came, and then that probably pushed it back and all that stuff. So I could see like something African coming out of that, going back to our roots, and of course staying true to her roots in the Caribbean culture. So we might get like, who knows, maybe Nicki will come out, because they fellow island girls. Maybe we get like a carnival kind of set.
I will be here for all of that. I just know she's probably gonna pull out because she has to perform there how long?
7 years.
So I think she's gonna really come out. But I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were saying they was nervous for her because she hasn't performed in so long. She just gave birth to a child, so her stage presence and her wind control might not be what it needs to be. But I'm like, she has been practicing for months.
Yeah, she's had to be.
So I don't think she's gonna get up there and be like, puffing and puffing. I don't think she's gonna be like that, but
I
I
wonder
think
if
it's
she been smoking the ganja.
right. Because Mama's was real cute and thick on the Apple
She
Live
looks
the other
so
day.
good. That skin
She
is
looks so
skinning.
good. That Fenty Skin, I be
Yeah.
using it by the way. Fenty Skin, you
Yes.
put me on that.
Yeah.
I'm never going back to anything else
Yeah. It
because it's really
smells
works.
good. It feels good. And like it actually works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's why I
noticed.
like it.
Like I took a before and after, like with the dark spots that I did have
Uh-huh.
versus now. I'm like, oh, they really going away.
They are okay. Fancy skin, but yes. So Super Bowl is coming tonight. I am like amped up about it. I know we got some stuff to do today, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to heading my ass, sitting down with the family, and like we gonna sit down by the
Super Bowl
TV,
Sunday.
and they will be my emotional support because I know I'll be having a meltdown. I fully expect to have a meltdown.
I don't know what I'm gonna do today.
What you mean?
I don't because I was supposed to have a party, Super Bowl party with Brian and Alec, but
Mm-hmm.
they had to go out of town, so it's kind of like,
Oh, mm.
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
You figure it
I'm
out.
be at somebody's bar. I'm off tomorrow too, so what's tea?
Oh damn! You should have told me. Okay, so tea time. What we got? We got what? Sam Smith, I think. Sam Smith's performance.
Yeah, Sam Smith's Grammy performance
Mm-hmm.
with the whole devil satanic scene. Like what? I I didn't like that. It
Yikes.
was a little bit much for me because I don't like to introduce those kind of spirits into my home or even in my space. So when I saw all the devil and the horns and all of that,
There's a lot, huh?
that was a lot.
But okay, so what is your perspective of the song then? Because the song was giving that, like his
Was
words.
it?
Yeah, that's what the you see, and that be the thing. Like,
See, I don't be paying attention to the
and you
words
like the song,
sometimes.
right?
I like this.
I mean,
It's the which
I
one
loved
is
the
it? The body
song too,
shop?
but I kept listening to the words, and it was giving me like the
Like
heebie-jeebies.
cult.
Yeah, it was giving like I mean, he was
What
glorifying
song is it?
being unholy. The
Okay, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
But
so
when I saw the
it was on par with
performance,
the song. That's what the song was
oh, I
talking
didn't know
about.
that. See, I didn't see the visual. I just listened to it on the radio.
And also, you tuned out what he was saying
Yeah.
in the lyrics. It's all right, but that would teach you to be more mindful. What the hell you putting in?
Right, because when I saw that, turn it off. The devil, not in here.
That was yeah.
That was weird.
He said, not in
Not
here.
in
You was
here.
scared.
Not in here, baby.
No, that performance was a little. It was a little intense. We watched it last weekend too, and we sat there getting lit off the Taylor port. So I was a little loopy by the time we got there, but that performance was interesting.
It was very interesting. His wardrobe style also, like, I don't know what's going on, like who's styling him now or what he's trying to like.
I think he's rebranded himself in some way where
he be looking,
where he's kind of like
out there,
yeah,
like very risque.
He's in his little Nas X era. So did you like? Okay, so let's talk about that in comparison.
I was waiting for you to ask me about
Lil
that.
Nas X's song.
I didn't like that either.
Okay.
Well, I think, I like his song.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't like the music video with Lil Nas X when he went to hell, and then like when he spent down the pole, it's just like
it was lap dancing. On
like that's crazy.
What is it? I'm trying to understand.
I just don't like the spirit.
Yeah,
I don't like that the devil and all of that. I'm not into that.
Yeah, you just gotta be. I think you should guard the avenues of your mind.
You don't want to introduce certain things into your life, and I think the devil is one of them. We do not need to introduce that into our life.
No, he's already running amok.
And then he had the shoes with the blood in it. That was a bit much too. So
who are the parents, child? Who is the parents?
And Lil Nas X should know, but his parents he should know better. I ain't blaming the parents because I'm pretty sure they didn't really know.
And he probably just
did it.
You're right.
He's a young kid. So
well, to what cost do you put out content out there like where it's compromising, your integrity with your spirituality and your
like what's the message behind it? Because clearly there's a message behind it that they're trying to give.
And I think that's what he was going after. He was more so about like being entertaining, and he wants to go viral because viral is a thing. And for me, that's where I question a lot of people with the viral thing, right? Is to what cost? Are you willing to sell your soul?
I'm not selling my soul for no money, no viral, no nothing.
Yeah, no. He said no money, no viral,
no nothing, nothing at all.
I ain't doing that either.
That's just crazy to me. Like what?
No, you know what? And so that segues into the next conversation I wanted to have with you, where we were talking about. I think it was last week. We were supposed to get into it last week about where I've been, right? And I've been MIA because too. I felt a strong need to separate from my personal handle because of it's just I get hit up a lot. There's
Distracting.
so many distractions. I get hit up a lot by random guys that just want to talk and flirt and all that stuff. And I felt like I was spending a lot of time on that
Mm-hmm.
page, and I wasn't spending enough time on my business page. But I had to take that step back from me. Like, and I thought about that. I was like, you know what? But what about like all the followers, or what about it's supposed to be help you, I guess, with your footing with the podcast and all of that stuff, and your presence needs to be out there. But I'm also like, to what cost? Right now, I'm
Yeah.
not happy with
Well,
this, and I
yeah.
know that I'm distracted a lot, and I know what I want for myself, and this is uh for me right now is an example of something that's
That you want.
deterring
Yeah.
where I want to go.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to separate yourself from any distractions in
Yeah.
order to like grow and move along, move forward,
Uh-huh.
So I totally get it. So when I saw, I went to go send you something, and I'm like, what the hell is Dexter's?
I
Mm,
was like, poof,
But I already
gone.
knew because you did this before. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, he must have just, took a break. So that was it.
Yes, yes. It's too often, and you know what? I don't know if a lot of us is honest about it, but you know how that goes. Like we want to low key. There's a competition between you and other people. Like you looking at what other people doing, you feel like you
And you
gotta
feel like you gotta
do
match
that.
that. Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
gotta.
do this. They just purchased a home. I need to purchase a
Yeah.
home. Like, no, you
Yes.
have to trust your timing.
Right.
God will lead you when it's right. Okay.
But when to those people out there that can manage that, and you come up with a recipe to be able to just
Mm.
figure out what works for you in that aspect, then so be it. I'm not For me, I need to just take a step away from that channel. So yeah. Okay, so let's get into our let's see what we got next. Okay, so what you talking about with high functional depression?
Oh, I mean, I needed to do a little more research on that,
Okay, of
but I put
course
it
you
in the
did.
notes
Okay.
because I didn't want to talk about that high functioning depression because I feel like it can look like a number of things. It could be
Okay.
someone who seems happy, but they're really not happy. I feel like it's someone who can
Mm,
be on social media portraying that they're just having the time of their lives, but deep, deep down inside, they're really not having the time of their lives. So I did want to
yeah.
dive into that, but I do want to do my research a little bit more on it
Okay,
before we
to
talk
give
about
us
it.
more to that context. I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
could talk about it though, because you already like kind of made a point that like people will be putting on the mask that everything is okay, and on social media, since we're on the topic, we show the thing is people show you what they want you to
That's
see,
it. You see
and
the good. You always
which
want to see the good.
but that's okay though, because how often? Okay, so do you want to see the bad?
I feel like I need to not per se see the bad, but I need to see honesty. Like
Mm,
everything, we know the world we live in, everything's not always glitz and glamour.
yeah.
Show your authentic self. Show who you really are. Like
Mm,
just show us a little bit of that. Like if you real and you raw, just show us that. I
yeah.
get you got this and got that, but you know what I'm saying? You don't always have to display that. Like I have friends on there
Mm,
who display so much like materialistic things.
mm,
But with you, when you was on, your personal handle,
mm,
we would see the uncut and the raw. You going to like these food foundations and
yeah.
stuff like that, giving charity back. I don't see that a lot on my page. If that
Mm,
makes sense.
okay. Okay.
Like I see it, but I don't see it enough.
Right. Right.
So I kind of like to see like just the transparent moments, even with myself. I mean, I be at the brunch, stuff like that. I go
Mm.
out to eat and things like that. So I try to, give you a day in the life of what I normally
Do
do,
yeah. Yeah.
and I'm trying to be a little bit more open because I be trying to dance. I know I can't dance, but I be trying to my little reels. I be trying to
I love that you do
tear it
that though,
up.
but I
And I know
swear,
I can't dance, but I be having the time of my life.
but doesn't it? Do you get feedback that it brings joy to everybody else
Yeah,
though?
they be
It
like,
gives us a laugh. It
it's
gives
just the comments.
yeah
They be like, you be trying.
yeah
I'm like, thank you so much because I
right.
really be
But I
trying.
love that though because when I see that with you, to your point, I see authenticity, right? I
That's
see
just
you just
me.
being you, and
That's
I
me,
love
yeah.
the. It's freeing being that
And you
you
know
don't
that's
care.
me. When I go out, I'm the
Yeah,
same
you don't care
way.
about. That's why
I
I love
don't
it.
care.
I love it.
Like, if I know I can't dance, I'ma still dance. And I have a fucking ball while I'm doing it.
Well, there's some content creators that will give us that, and
Yeah.
then
There's the other
it
ones who
seems like
like
the vast majority won't give us that. But to and it's kind of funny because sometimes in your mind, in my mind, I'll speak to myself for myself. You brought up the stuff that you see me do and all that stuff, but in my mind, I've thought, I've seen that those kind of posts don't get
the
the
engagement that
inner
they
in
need.
yeah
Yeah.
the interaction and engagement, and the fact that it would be discouraging for me is what I have to unpack and I have to deal with on my own. That's why it's just like I have to take a step back, because then that means I've given that
Too
platform
much
too much
energy.
energy, too much of a I guess, like the fact that I need validation from that kind of makes me a little scared, because it's like, okay, that was never you before. You weren't like that before. So how what when did you turn to this? And how can we correct it?
You're right.
So that's what I wanted to talk about last week, and I didn't get to it because I was like, I was scared to talk about it. But I'm also like, we talked about authenticity when we brought the podcast into fruition. We did say that we would share things about mental health, and
Everything.
so like everything. So
Transparent.
I
Yes.
do feel like I needed to be transparent in that sense. I had to walk away. I was going through some stuff too. I'll share this too. It felt like the end of my world. My driver's license got suspended because I didn't pay a ticket. But I'm usually on top of a lot of my bills
Life
and
just got
everything.
busy.
It got so busy, but then when I looked at how why I was busy and what my time was being invested in, remember we talked about time budgets a couple weeks ago on the
Yep.
podcast as well. I was like, oh, my time is being invested into this. My money's being invested into this. Yes, we got the house, but since that, I haven't slowed down to take care of this. So, oh my gosh, so it was like a frenzy. And then when my license getting suspended, I just felt like,
Yeah,
okay,
this
I'm
is
overwhelmed.
overwhelmed. It
I'm
was like a
overwhelmed.
lot. Yeah, you had to like wait a minute.
Wait,
It's too much. Give
right,
me a minute. I need to relax.
right.
Gotta process some stuff, get it cleared out, and
Yes,
then I'll be back. That's
yes.
okay.
And I'm happy. I'm happy to do that. And I'm happy. You know what came out of it though? Let me share the good side of it. The blessing in it was I was able to open up finally. Because a lot of times I do suffer in silence because, like
Mm-hmm.
you said, some people are wearing the smiles and the mask of being happy all the time. And I had been one of those people because I am more of a person that a lot of people come to.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
I
would just be like,
understand.
I got to be strong for everybody else. So
It's
I can't
draining.
share
It's
it.
draining, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's so
It's
draining.
very
Like
draining.
I remember feeling like I didn't have
And
energy
energy, and it's like it's
to get up
everyone
and do simple ass
exactly
tasks.
like even just to get up and walk your dog. It's like, oh my,
Yeah,
I don't feel like doing this today.
yeah,
I just want to be in the bed. I just need a break.
yes. So just knowing and feeling that way, I was just like, dang. But the blessing in it, I said all that to say that the blessing in it was I actually called you
Mm-hmm.
like probably the same day,
Yeah.
and I was like, friend, I gotta slow down. Here's what happened. Oh my gosh, I can't even like I can't. I just can't.
I
He's
was
like,
like,
it's gonna be
it's still gonna be
okay.
okay. Like you don't have to stress about it, you know?
Right, but it was good to hear that encouraging word. But you normally I wouldn't. So the blessing in it was I shared it with you. I shared it with my close knit circle, friend group, and I just kind of was like, okay, so they understand. So they don't think I'm being shady if I don't show up to everything.
Right.
If I can't make it out this time, I'm probably gonna make it out another time.
Yeah.
But my life really is my life, so I have to.
It's always been that's what I like about you. Like you
Yeah,
always been you've never been the person to change up. You've
yeah,
been consistent the same way
yeah,
since I've known you. If you need a
yeah.
break, you're gonna take a break. I'm gonna tell you a funny story because one time he went off social media, he turned like the phone. I don't know if you turned the phone off. I don't know what you did. But I was
Mm,
like trying to find him. You know, we didn't talk like every single day. Normally we talk kind of like every other day. But we didn't talk every day. So I hit him up a few times. I didn't get no response. It was just going green. So I'm
mm-hmm,
like, what the hell is going on?
mm-mm,
So I reached out.
mm-mm.
So I reached out to one of his friends. I was like, hey, have you heard from Dex? I'm trying to find him. She's like, no, love, I haven't heard from him. I'm like, what? So is he okay? So I kept calling the phone, calling the phone, calling the phone, calling the phone. No response. Voicemail, voicemail, voicemail. So one day I was like, you know, I'm gonna just go over his house. But luckily, before I went, I called and he texted me. He was like, "Hey, friend, I'm just doing a detox from
Yeah,
everything at the moment, like
yeah,
social media. I just need my space to clear my head."
yeah.
And I'm like, "Bitch, I'm about to send a unit to your house.
I
I was about to send
know.
the police over to do a wellness check because I didn't know
Yeah.
if you was okay or not."
And I have since then, I vowed to
You let us.
never
He
do.
let us know.
Yeah, I would always let them know ahead of time, but I vowed to never do that again because I never want you guys to worry.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And, you know, yeah, I never want my people
And
to
that's
worry
like the
like that.
worst feeling
It
in the
was like,
world. Like
yeah.
somebody you talk to, you know what I'm saying, and then
Hmm.
you don't hear from them. That happened to another one of my friends who lives in Atlanta. The exact same thing. he went out of state somewhere and he didn't have service, but we were texting him. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's been
Yeah.
3 days. I haven't heard anything. And then he pops back in. Oh, hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
Right.
No, mother effer, what is really going on? Like, what is going on? Like, where have you been? We've
Yeah.
been trying to look for you. I even reached out to your man to find out where you was at.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
No. I
man's
don't want y'all to worry like
like,
that.
he's okay. He's just out there in the sticks
In the sticks with no service.
with no service.
Nah. I vow to never make y'all worry like that.
Yeah, I don't
again,
want to
though.
be like that because next time we do that, I'm gonna have to knock your head with
It's
a
not
washer
gonna
and
happen
dryer.
again. What? What?
It'll be boop 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 boop.
Nah, I would not. I wouldn't do that to y'all. But I think that was a sign also then of depression creeping up, child. I think then when that
Yeah,
first happened, because I wasn't aware of what was going on, but I knew I was overwhelmed, and it takes a lot for me to finally get overwhelmed because I feel like I can carry the burden of
I feel
almost
like we all
everything.
get there.
Yeah,
Like, I just know from me personal experience.
yeah.
I'm pretty much on my own. My dad's here. My mother is in DC, Baltimore area. So it's kind of just like really me, and I don't, my friends are my family, like my close family. So I take it very close knit and close and tight, and we locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but it's like sometimes you feel like you can't. You need somebody else to talk to. You know what I'm saying? And I want to kind of go to other people, but it's just like I don't want to put my pressures on them. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I
Yeah.
think they got a lot going on. Like
That was me.
one of my friends told me they had a lot going on earlier this week, and I'm just like, I feel like I get it, I know. So any way I can assist, let me know. But that's me taking on additional projects and tasks on top of whatever else I may be experiencing. So it kind of puts you in like this mode where it's kind of just like, damn, I'm overwhelmed. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this and do that and do that. Well, I'm gonna make it work. And my dad told me, he was like, you are the person who don't know how to ask for help, and I don't, because I'm like, I like to get it done. Like, I like to just get it done, and I'll just do it. He's like, well, you need to learn that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, how to ask for help.
How to ask for help.
Yeah.
That's something I need. That's one of my weaknesses.
Work on it sooner than later, though, because that's him saying that is something that's like a call to action. Like you do need to ask for
I
help.
do.
And I'm vocal about me needing help now.
I'm
like,
not.
I don't know.
I just get it done.
I need to, and that's why I said it was a blessing that I was able to just pick up my phone and say, "Friend, I need y'all to understand. I ain't gonna be out there like that." But then I also had the question from people, and you know what? I was so surprised, but it felt so good. This one friend said, "How can I support?" And I was like,
And that's a good one.
Right, that was a good one. I was like,
one.
wow, that was so simple, but like, how can I support? Well, some prayers would do good for
Yeah.
me. I would love that. I would also like, maybe occasionally I'll call, if I need help,
Check
and
in.
knowing that you willing to support me. Thank you, because now I know. Because, like you said, I don't want to feel like a burden to anyone.
That's my biggest thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like a burden on anyone.
Yeah.
So, like, I know I've got chewed out by you a couple of times. I got chewed out by Brian a couple of times. Like, why you ain't saying nothing? Why you didn't tell us this? And I'm just like, because I don't like to put that on nobody. Like, if I'm going through something, I like to figure it out on my own, kind of, which isn't always healthy.
Right.
So that's something I definitely say I need to work on when it comes to like.
Because if you have the
asking
tools,
for help.
if you have the tools, you'll be able to do it. But you don't always got the tools. You ain't Superman.
Yeah, sometimes you just like, bitch, give me a minute. Yikes. So let me ask you this. So being that this is our final episode, what are some moments and highlights that what are your favorite moments and highlights from the past episodes?
One of my favorite moments was having the Maslins on, for sure.
Of course.
That, and as you guys see, we're back
We're back where we started
at. But
back in the room.
Yes, having them on was a joy, because being a single man and wondering if I'll ever be in a relationship that's going to be effective and thrive. They were able to answer some questions, and they were able to like kind of give us different perspectives of it. So that was one of my favorite moments. What about you?
I think that was one of my favorite moments too. Just like you said, being a single man and seeing genuine love, you know what I'm saying, between two people is really dope to see. And it's just like they met each other from two different countries. So I don't count it out. Yeah, I may be single now, you know what I'm saying, but who knows who may pop in your DMs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what may happen? You might be in the grocery store, you might just meet your love of your life, and then boom, next thing you know,
You
Really?
married.
You're married, and you're in love, and you're just happy, and you're just living your life and having a good time. But I definitely think that was one of my favorite moments. Oh my gosh, what
We have
else?
several
We had several
moments.
favorite moments, but I think that probably would have been my top one, just because the transparency between them two.
Yeah.
Um, I would say some of the questions,
Yes.
like the hot
From
seat
the.
questions, was off the chain.
Yeah.
Like, listen, some of them was a little bit too much.
Right.
Some of them was a bit too much.
Right.
But I think
I feel like
I
some of
love
those
them
hot seat
all.
questions got me scared to answer the coming questions because,
You
and
hot?
no
I
pun
love this
intended.
green shirt.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, those hot seat questions have been getting spicier and spicier. Our supporters have been wanting to know some real risque
And
things.
I think it's
Y'all been
okay.
scaring me.
It's real risque, but we can't be out here, too reckless. We can give you
We got to leave a little to the imagination. Here's the
right.
thing: my husband is out there, and I'm looking at you right
Period.
now, and I'm
Right
talking
now.
to
Go
you
ahead,
and
talk to
saying,
him, friend. What you gotta tell him? This let me
don't um don't mistake it, okay? I will give you all that you need.
what? Not you.
No, let me not be seductive, but
Yeah, it was very
hi,
seducing.
husband.
Yeah.
um,
Okay. On that note,
but
yeah.
no, so guys, real quick, I know you want to talk about highlights, but I have to tell them this. Season 2, we're on the drawing board at right now.
What
We're
I mean?
actively on the what?
Huh?
What you mean, season 2?
Yeah.
What you mean?
It's,
Season 2 is
this
coming.
is kicking in.
Season 2, we
Season two
have
is
some
and
things in store, and we want your input too. If you have any other suggestions to what we could do to elevate this,
elevate.
right? But the expectation is to come back ready for fun and love, and we'll be bringing on more guests,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the things that
That's
we
one thing we
talked
definitely
about.
want to do. Bring on more guests.
We will also not stop recording. So just so you guys know, we're still going to be working. You still will be seeing content. I think I didn't go over this with him in depth yet, but we're doing more vlog style stuff for you guys in
More
the
shorts.
interim. Yeah, we'll do some more shorts, but the vlog style stuff is kind of where we're gonna get intimate with you guys. We're not gonna have the whole production of getting ready. Some days we might just be chilling in one of the Brown Bros headquarters, either
Yeah,
mine or
either
his,
or, yeah.
and we'll just have a authentic conversation with you guys to peel back some layers so that you guys can learn us a little better, because we want a deeper connection with you guys.
Yeah, I think that's very
Um,
important.
we have been getting so much love and support and so much questions about some personal things in our lives. So we feel like, you know what, you guys just want to connect, and we're going to connect with you more. So it's not going to just be about pop culture, what we normally talk
Yeah.
about. We will bring that back. But in the interim, we have that, and we're working on some things to better the platform as well that we can't disclose right now.
More proactive,
but
more vibes, more us, more love, more light, more transparency. It's just, it's gonna be a good ride, and I can't wait for season 2 because, like I said, we got a lot to come. We have a new experience for you guys,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna share too much because we want to keep you on your toes. We are, however, since we missed the live episode today, because I didn't know that you had to have 24-hour notice to go live on YouTube, which is crazy. So therefore, what we'll do is we will go live before season 2 starts, just to get to know everybody. If you guys want to join, we'll make sure we put it out there. Hey, we're going to be live on this date, so that way you guys can join and ask us any questions, any comments, any feedback, anything you want. Even just to say hey, drop in and say hey, how you guys doing? We would love to meet you.
Yes, thank you guys for the comments we've been seeing out there. A lot of support, a lot of people saying that this is fresh, this is positive, because that's what we really speak about.
Yeah.
I mean, down to the fashion statements. I don't really try to give you guys like the stuff that we don't like.
Can we give them more fashion? Can we give them our fashion in
Well, we
season
will
2?
give them. Okay, that's fine.
Can we give
I'm
them
with
that?
it. I'm just so like,
because
even though
we
I'm
like
doing
to
this,
dress.
I'm still shy, and I still don't like as
And
much
which
as
I
I
don't
do this. It's
understand
so
because he's
crazy.
so shy, but he He's such a social butterfly. Whenever we go out, I'm telling you, we always meet somebody. Oh my God, I want to hang out with you guys. We got so many numbers in our phone from people we don't even really know like that. They just want to vibe with us. But I get it.
And invites to all these venues that people have and all this stuff.
And I think that's so. Who is that walking across the street? Ooh.
Always distracted. But anyway, like I was saying, oh my God, I just spit.
Getting on my cup? Is that it right there?
Bitch, that's yours. Ew, what the fuck? He's so annoying. Sorry. Oh, excuse my language. Anyway, this episode was so fun to do, but like I said, we'll bring more positive. It's about more light being out there in the world for us.
Definitely more light.
We will not be your traditional podcast. So we do get requests to do things like others, and that's just not what we are, what we're founded on. That's not our core values. Our core values is to be us. Our core values is to connect with you guys. Our core values is to spread positivity.
Was it hard working with me?
It got complicated because you got like a diva at some point. What was it?
When did I become a diva?
No, I enjoy working with you. Like I can't not work with you. That's what I look forward to recording with you every week because it's fun and annoying at the same time. We do this like as you guys see, the chemistry you see on the camera is the same in real life. Like
definitely.
So we're giving you us, but we do want to give you a little bit more of us, and you will see that and should expect it in the next coming weeks. So
that's it.
Yeah.
So episode 10 is in
a wrap.
Season 1 is in the wrap. So let me just say, round of applause to us because that was a journey.
Right?
Just to think, last year we started this podcast. We put it in the works around May of maybe like around April, May of last year. We had some difficulties come up that we couldn't, put it out when we wanted to. So we started it in October, November? No, September, October.
Yeah.
And we finally buckled down and said, you know what? This is what we want to do. We need to be serious about it.
Yes.
So we gave up a couple of our Sundays, even though we still would tip out every now and then, but we really dedicated our time to it. We really was like, you know what? We have something here. Let's make sure that we stay consistent and give the people, give our fans, give our followers, give our Brown Bro family exactly what they want.
Right.
And I just want to give us a cheers to that because that was a lot and we are still learning, but we're going to do great things when it comes to it. And
I mean, no, I agree. Yeah.
And
episode 1, like we said.
From episode 1 to episode 10, you can definitely tell like the difference.
But then too, how we're able to just kind of like relax and then just let it flow. And
I love it. I love that for us.
Yeah, we tapping into that potential. Remember we said it on episode 1, no more untapped potential. We encourage you guys to do the same. If it's you guys having also an idea about past podcasts, there's a room for everybody to eat. We want everybody to eat and everybody to drink, apparently.
Everybody to drink. It's me out drinking you today.
I'm done.
Because you want to drink
because
this
you know what?
Spiked.
I don't have nothing in my stomach. You always want to.
That never stopped. You want to start, but that Sunday. Never stops you from drinking tequila.
Bye, y'all. I ain't got time for this.
You see how he do?
Yeah.